Top 10 Incredible Ghost Towns. Are you heard about the ghost? Obviously yes. But have you ever heard about Ghost Town? No. So, then let's explore the mystery about the ghost town. When someone uses the term ghost town, they don't imply a place where ghosts and goblins live, rather, they indicate a place where no one lives. There are several towns and locations that are entirely deserted and most likely unsafe, if not outright unlawful, to visit. Here are 10 incredible abandoned cities from around the globe. Number 10. New City of Chengdu, China. It was originally envisioned that the brand new city of Chengdu would function as an overflow site for the already existing city of Kunming, which is situated in close proximity to Chengdu. It is estimated that over 7 million people call Kunming their home, making it the most populated city in China. In spite of this, nobody really relocated there by the time everything was said and done, with the sole exception of a handful of students and several security guards. It is one of the largest and most notable ghost towns in Asia, with hundreds of structures that have not been touched and empty luxury shops and stadiums. Number 9. Kolmonskop, Namibia. The finding that there were diamonds in the vicinity led to the fast expansion of people in what is now a desolate town in southern Namibia that enjoyed enormous wealth in the early decades of the 20th century. On the other side, when there were no more diamonds left to be found, everybody left. The town is currently as empty as a bucket with a hole in it, and it is being filled with sand that is being blown in from the dunes in the surrounding area. Number 8. Centralia, Pennsylvania. The well-known horror video game Silent Hill was inspired by the city of Centralia, which may be found in the state of Oregon in the United States. In the 1960s, an underground coal vein caught fire, which had a significant impact on the overall health of the community as a whole. It is anticipated that the coal vein, which was set ablaze, will continue to burn for the next 2,550 years and a half. Number 7. Piramidan, Norway. The Soviet Union was able to successfully seize control of the town of Piramidan during the early half of the 20th century. Piramidan may be found smack dab in the middle of an Arctic coal deposit and is encompassed on all sides by conditions that are typical of the Arctic. The mine workers had access to a broad array of conveniences, including living quarters, theaters, libraries, music halls, and movie theaters. These were only some of the many conveniences that were made available to them, and there were many more. In order to put this into perspective, in the year 1998 there was a shortage of coal, and as a direct consequence of this, everyone left. Number 6. Pripyat, Ukraine. The once thriving hamlet of Pripyat has now been abandoned, and it has since become possibly the most well-known abandoned town in all of Europe. This is a direct outcome of the accident that took place in Chernobyl. In spite of the fact that there are no humans living there at all, radioactive readings have been recorded from the region surrounding the abandoned town. Approximately 50,000 people called this area home at the time of the reactor meltdown, but a significant number of them had to leave because of the accident. Number 5. Wonderland Amusement Park, China. Just before the turn of the millennium, a group of developers made an abortive attempt to construct a theme park that was comparable to Disney's but ultimately failed. The park was made greener thanks to the contributions of harvests from local farmers and other residents of the neighborhood. Number 4. Goon Konjima, Japan. In the vicinity of Nagasaki lies an island known as Goon Konjima, which is entirely devoid of inhabitants. At the tail end of the 19th century, Mitsubishi purchased the island with the intention of mining coal from the waters that surrounded it. Over the course of the subsequent 60 years, the island evolved into a community for all of the people who worked there. However, coal was eventually replaced by petroleum across the world, and the formerly prosperous island eventually turned into a ghost town as a result. Number 3. Augusta, Cyprus. The neighborhood of Varosha, which is part of Augusta and crosses the international line between Turkey and Cyprus, is not a friendly place at all. You won't find any friends living there. The once thriving tourist destination is now almost completely devoid of visitors as a direct consequence of a power struggle between the two countries. Number 2. Thames Town, China. People who are interested in making investments for the future are drawn to visit a mock English leisure town called Thames Town, despite the fact that no one actually lives there. As you make your way through the cobblestone streets, you will come across a number of deserted taverns, chip shops, and even cathedrals with a Gothic appearance. The wedding sector is the one that makes the most money off of Thames Town. Newlyweds often have their photographs shot throughout the town's empty streets. Number 1. Kaiakoi, Turkey. 1 million Greek people who were residing in Kaiakoi after the conclusion of the Greco-Turkish War at the beginning of the 20th century were compelled to repatriate, and they were forced to leave their town behind. The town is now a historic site that is conserved, and hundreds of the homes and churches there have been abandoned.